Grand Rising. I'm not sure how my mic is. Probably a little loud. Let me go down a little bit here. Happy Friday. TGIF. I am so proud of how you and I got through this week. Like, I really am. For me, today is 7 days from my birthday. Dun, dun, dun. Say no. It's 7 days from my birthday, and I am truly sitting here today in awe of myself. My birthday came, and I was not really looking forward. Don't get me wrong when I say this. Of course, I'm looking forward to being alive every day. I don't need a birthday to just want to be alive. Like, I want to show up and show out every day. But I wasn't looking forward to this birthday. I didn't know what emotions would come with it. And some emotions did come with it. I kind of isolated myself, which is normal for me, which I'm actually trying to get out of. There's been something eating at me for 4 decades to the point where it was uncomfortable for me to be who I was taught to be, who I was allowed to be. I didn't really have any room to pull off any other vibration but what I was forced to walk this straight line that someone drew for me. And I'm amazed at how I can even word this different now. A month ago, I would have been like, they lied on me, they tortured me. No, I'm learning to find balance in every situation, especially this pandemic. Like, there's so many opinions, so many um, attempts at informing the public, so many pieces involved where you have to really pay attention to the information you're taking in because your life does depend on it, you know? I mean, that's with any situation. Happy Friday. I actually am progressing in my book. I'm sitting here a whole fraud. There's a BlockCast where I said I'm not writing this book. I don't know. I can't say it word for word because I don't write any of these BlockCasts down. They just come off my head. They come out of my spirit. They come out of my vibration. And I know I came back the day after. I said, "Don't listen to me," because I get frustrated because this is a new territory for me. I'm used to a problem. A problem affects me, and I react negatively, or I react um, basically in a self harm way. I don't face it because I didn't know how. I've had a pattern that I've utilized for a long time, and I'm stepping away from that pattern, and it is a different walk for me. And being the old me is so easy, so easy. I mean, I have tons of practice, but being this new, do creating, recreating, reconstructing, recalibrating, redoing, re understanding, relearning through my own pure lens has been a call that has been eating away at me for a long time. I never really understood. Even now, I sit back and look, and certain instances or experiences look different. Case in point, this premonition, this woman, this complete stranger gave to me was so detailed, and there's no way, there's no way, unless this woman knew my dad and saw my dad in my face, there's no way this lady could have given me these words from looking in my eyes. And then 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I was a broken individual. I went through a divorce, a horrible separation. Um, I was just getting to know my birth mother. And really, I was not in a healthy place. I've never been in a healthy place until now. And I don't really, now I don't blame anyone but myself, because I feel like whether I knew the truth or not, I should have believed in something bigger than myself, as in living on purpose, regardless. But I'm not going to beat myself up about that. I clearly wasn't strong enough to pull that off, or I would have. And I do believe that premonition at that moment was given to me to breathe some breath into me, because at that point, I had completely given up. I was just riding the sea, whatever the way the wind blew that water. It amazes me. I found my mom and I just stopped looking for the whole picture. I didn't push. I really was just enjoying time with my birth mom. I hold on to that. I hold on to that so, I have a grip around that memory and that experience, especially when I look at my daughter, because my daughter and my brother's daughter are the luckiest girls in the world, and I love them. Not to take away from any of my other nieces and nephews. I love I'm just so amazed by this whole calling, because that I can't explain this any other way. And when I look at it from this perspective, when I look at my life from this perspective, and people have been telling me this for years. My Aunt Mac used to say, I know that you just got a whooping. I know you don't want to hear this, but you're gonna be somebody really huge one day. There's something in you. It's something. And they were right. But I needed something more than there's something. Of course, there's something in me. I've got lungs, I've got a gallbladder, I've got kidneys. Of course, there's something in me. But what are you? It's just so amazing how today my perspective has grown so much. I have turned into an amazing mother. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I hope I am an amazing friend. I think I could be a better friend. I have social hangups. Yes, I do. Coffee. I hope you guys had your coffee, your tea, your green tea. I'm being big. I have no business drinking all this coffee. And I'm going to have to realize, listen, you're drinking too much coffee, and force myself to change some of my patterns. I'm going to try to start drinking. I might just cut some coffee out, or at least maybe 1 cup in the morning and really get on a green tea regimen and get back on my ginger and turmeric tea. That process right there, to care enough to recognize an issue, identify it, find a solution, work on the solution. Like right now, I'm drinking coffee. Like I bought the little, I want to say 4 ounce, 8 ounce jar of coffee. Do you know I drank that in one day? Like consecutively, cup after cup. I didn't lose my mind. I didn't run to the ambulance. I didn't call an ambulance. I didn't call mental health. I simply stated, you are really going in on this coffee now. You know you're going to have to do better. I gave myself a couple of days to go ham, and I have. Now tomorrow, hopefully today. Yeah, I'm not going to make no more coffee today. Today, I'm going to discipline myself, and I'm going to make balance. I'm going to choose something else, something more healthier. Accepting a call is real. But knowing that you have calls to accept is realer. And that comes with awareness. I feel like I've been living. I say anything. Y'all have to forgive me. I feel like I've been living like the zombies are in The Walking Dead. Like I just was so unaware of my power. I was only aware of the powers that others had over me. And as an Aquarius, it doesn't really. We're different. I'm a different type of person. I really, really, really am a creator. And discipline is good because I, even at being grown, take steps to discipline myself. Even when writing my book, I have to use discipline. With making my music, I have to use discipline. With taking care of my daughter, being a 24-hour caregiver, I have to have discipline. I have to say, listen, you got to go to sleep early. Not because you're old, not because blah, blah, blah. You got an injection for a patient in here between 4 and 6 a.m. and you know she's not going to wake up. So discipline and accepting a call has been a real big step for me in my self-care journey. I just want to throw my hands up. I'm sitting here in New York. Do you hear in New York? It's snowing outside. I can't wait for it to get like everywhere because it's so beautiful before the people mess it up. The fact that I can even take these steps, the fact that I can stop all the BS. I remember I used to get stressed out and I would go straight to the liquor store. I'm like, oh, you made me mad. I'm going to buy me a bottle. What kind of logic is that? I'm even more amused by my whole life because I don't even know how I made it. Like, I'm not talking from a spiritual aspect. I'm talking from a physical aspect. I have no idea how I almost just drowned myself every day. I don't know how I did it, but I know why I did it. Being disconnected from who you are and being forced to be someone. Like, just listen to that. Being disconnected from who you are and being forced to be someone. Being disconnected from who you are and being forced to be someone. I'm just going to say that and leave that there. This is art for me. My book is going to be amazing when I get out of my own way. I'm not going to say that. Stop. I'm not going to say that. I'm not in my own way. This is the process of my creation. This is how it goes. It's a long, grueling, rewarding process. It took me over 10 years to write No One to Tell. And I honestly just did that because I wanted a breathing therapy. I didn't study how to write a book. I didn't put dialogue in it. I just threw it out there. I just threw it up. I regurgitated that. This one is going to be totally different. I'm actually doing research on different aspects to this book because I don't know. I might just make my own genre. Who knows? You know, you just never know what your calling is. No one knows. Our source knows. The source of my health and my strength and all that I am. I had given up on source. I was disconnected from my source. And when I use source, you may hear God, you may hear Jehovah, you may hear, there are tons of descriptive names, titles. This is why you never know who you're talking to. So I like to be broad when it comes to something that personal, that's really personal to me. You know, the fellowship kind of traumatized me growing up in the church. And it has nothing to do with religion or spirituality in itself. It's more of a social phobia. This place is something else. This place is wicked, okay? So I learned that very early. I probably knew that coming here, to be honest. I've always looked at this existence with a side eye. I'm serious. If the people that raised me were living today, they would tell you. I have an uncle. He's probably would be 100 and something right now. Again, my mother who adopted me was 65 when I was a baby, a newborn, just born. And her husband was like 74. He was born in like 1899. Guys, I'm going to just keep saying this. I'm not like everybody else my age or in my age bracket. I was exposed to different things, different ways, and different mindsets than my whole generation. I'm like, oh my God, all my friends, I'm not saying you guys are old, but you guys are older. All of my friends are like friends that I've had like through this whole struggle. I always connected with older people. I don't know, I just did. Like everyone can tell you that. I was 12 years old in the 9th grade, and I've always been around older people. And they're connected to their generation and what was going on in their time. So these past couple of years here in America really has been a little weird for me. It felt like high school all over again, and I left that experience because it was so uncomfortable. But I'm the type of person that likes to deal with things head on. I'm super clingy. Abandonment will do that to you. I'm actually terrified to connect with people and stay connected because, listen, I was the funeral singer and it's hard. I take loss very hard. I don't really take loss very well at all. I haven't been to funerals in Shoot, I'm gonna say like 12, 8 years. I haven't been to a funeral, and a lot of people have passed that were really close to me, and I feel terrible that I was not strong enough to attend their funerals. Even my daughter's godmother, I just don't have the. I think that I will fall. It feels like I will fall apart if I do one more funeral if it's not my own. Sorry, and I don't know. I don't understand it, but then maybe it is because I played piano for three different churches. I sung at a lot of funerals. I played piano at a lot of funerals. And I watched all of my family die. All of my aunts and uncles, except for one that's still living. She's 92. Bless her. I call her Aunt Mommy. More on that later. I'm not even going to get into that. That's a whole other life. I still call her Aunt Mommy to this day. And I never forgot her phone number. Ever. Like, I'm in love with so many people. And they're all spread out in the different parts of this chunk of like this America, this American dream, this America. My vibration changed when I talk to them, talk about them, when I think about them, because they went through so much. And I just wish I could have got educated. When I went to school, it would have been nice to learn what happened to them, like the truth. What happened to my mom and what happened to our brothers and like how their life really was instead of that being omitted, like just omitted. And to me, anything omitted is a lie. If you're leaving something out, it's a lie. Because I believe that if I had understood more about them, I would have been able to understand more about what was going on in Philly when I was adopted. So it was bad. The art of living on purpose is a very important vibration for me, and I'm active in it. And it reminds me of a canvas of a picture that isn't completed all the way, but there there is form there. There is a vision there, and it started and it was created before I got here, and I'm just trying to accept the call. I may not even know completely what my purpose is. There may be more. I want to prepare myself to teach my loved ones younger than me and those that are coming. I want to be able to teach them the truth so they can actually have something to stand on. We need balance. I fight for my balance now because I never understood the importance of it. I never understood I even had that power to put balance in my life. I thought trauma and turmoil was normal. I thought aggression and abuse was normal. I thought it was normal. I was disciplined whipped in the 90s, the 80s. So I thought I literally grew up thinking it was normal. And I could have been this to my own daughter. For some reason, I answered the call for change and reconstruction and balance. And the product from those actions is my daughter's balanced. Even though I never was at her age, she's balanced. And I enjoy and embraced I embraced the vision. I still actively embrace the vision of seeing her go through stages that I went through. Complete opposite. She's balanced. She has a supporting family. No matter how small, no matter how big, she has a supportive family. She has a supportive system. Medical care is superb. She has her own space. She has room to grow. She has a business investor already. Gina's doing nails. I'm so proud of her. So that means these past 16, 17 years and 9 months, along the way, I accepted the call. Even without knowing in the beginning, I was accepting the call for change, for growth, for balance. It's 9:03 a.m., January 28th, 2022. January is gone. I'm glad. January is gone. February is on the way. It is snowing outside New York City. Okay. I can't wait to look back out this window. I hope your week was productive. I hope you stay safe. I hope your loved ones are well. To all of my family, I love each and every one of you guys. I want you guys to be safe. Please, please, please stay aware. And on top of that, please never forget that I love you.